Hey, good morning everyone. Happy 4th of July. It's Chris here from Northeast Archers. I'm taking advantage of the morning off on the holiday to get over to the range. It's about 7:30 and lucky me, no one else is here. So I just have the place to myself. Trying to sight in my Bowtech Destroyer 340. A little extra work from last year because I switched arrows. This year I'm going with the Easton full metal jacket. It's about 10.2 grains per inch, which is a little bit heavier than the arrows I was shooting last year. So it's taken me a little bit of time to sight it in. This year I'm also switching it up. Instead of having my traditional 20, 30, 40 pin, I'm shooting one pin out to 30 yards. It's leaving me about 3 inches high at 20, but pretty much right on at 30, maybe an inch low. I got some video on it, and I'm just going to work this morning to sort of fine tune that. But as far as a recap goes from last week, I'm going to cut back to me checking out some trail cameras on Saturday, and here's what I found. So this is the camera that I showed that we set up last week. It's one of 3 that we have on the property. We're going to open it up, take a look at the card, review the pictures if there are any, hopefully there are, on just my personal camera. And then we'll decide whether or not we want to pull this card, take it out to home to our computer, or if we just want to leave it in. All depends what we have on it. If there's something I really want to show you all, I'll pull the card. So looks like we just had a doe and a couple fawns on it. I checked the previous camera over on the other side, same thing. They really seem to be the only deer that are really using these areas right now. It's pretty similar to what I found last season when I first put my cameras out, is that I've really only had a couple of deer. They really seem to come into this area a little bit later in the season, so I'm not worried or anything at this point. We'll just sort of keep an eye on things and see in a couple weeks if we're picking up more deer. So I just checked my cameras and walking out, and no bucks on any of my cameras, but I spotted some movement in the woods, and I got this guy right here. Nice little buck. So nothing really exciting to report on those trail cameras, but I did get a glimpse of a nice little buck that seemed to make up for it a little bit. That's about it for this week. I hope you're starting to get some pictures on your trail cameras. I hope you're getting out onto the range to do a little shooting. The season's going to be here before we all know it. And otherwise, I hope you've had a great holiday. Enjoy the rest of today, and we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.